Hi, welcome to my channel if you're a new viewer, and again welcome back if you're an existing subscriber. Hopefully you've already seen my video regarding how you calculate what Codesys runtime license you require. If you haven't, I'd strongly suggest you watch that first. That will be the first in the playlist regarding Codesys licenses. Today I'm going to talk about how you actually install the Codesys runtime license. And to be perfectly honest, although my videos are aimed at Weidmuller products, the process of installing a runtime license is valid for all products that connect and use Codesys, including a Raspberry Pi, for example. In the Weidmuller world, it could be the IoT gateways, the top left of the picture. It could be an M3000, M4000 controller, or the WL2000 as shown as the top right here, and also the version 2 advanced HMIs at the bottom right of your screen. They can also have Codesys embedded. Okay, so let's jump into Codesys and show you what you do. Okay, so you open up Codesys. I'm on version 3.5 Service Pack 20 Patch 2. I know there are later versions, but there's no need to keep installing the latest every time, but that's what I'm using. So you don't actually need a project open to do this. You just go to Tools, License Manager, go to Device. Workstation would relate to adding licenses for the Codesys development software. I'm not going to talk about that. This is just the runtime license on the physical device, the PLC. And then you decide, is it a dongle or is it a soft container? Well, especially with the Weidmuller products, it's always a soft container. Basically that means, hopefully as you already know, that all Weidmuller Codesys products are running Linux operating system, and Codesys is running on top of that. So they're soft containers, soft PLC. Okay, so I'm now going to hit the next button and go online to the controller. So just as a reminder, I'm physically hardwired with an Ethernet cable to the controller, and I have public internet access via Wi-Fi to my to my PC as well. So if you notice now, it's scanning the network, it's completed the scan, and it's found these devices. To be honest, I'm not quite sure why, but sometimes it does pick up the device by name and IP. So you can see there I've got an M3000 by IP and name. I'll go with the name version. I'm not really sure it matters. I'll go OK. And then you have to wait, and then you put in your password. So this will be unique to you, it won't be the same as me. And then wait for it to populate the licenses it finds. It's going to take about 30 seconds, I would say. Okay, so I've connected to the controller, a controller out of a group of 3 I've got on my network, and it's found a container called Container 0, and it's got its own serial number, and within there is the Procon Web license. So just to explain, Procon Web is our HMI visualization software. There's a license for the runtime of that. So that's in another video, but all I'm showing you here is that you can view the Procon Web license. You can't edit it, delete it, update it, etc. here, but you can see it. So if I minimize that down, you'll notice I've actually got 4 soft containers. Codesys runtime license cannot go onto the same soft container as the Procon Web license. It can't go in soft container 0. So the next question is, where does it go? Soft container 1, 2 or 3? And it does matter, and you can't just guess, because if you guess and install it in the wrong one, it's a bit of a palaver to take it off there and put it in the right container. So unfortunately what we have to do now is refer to a piece of script which I run on the controller, and that will identify which one of these soft containers I need to use. So if you look at the bottom of the video on YouTube, you've got my title about the video, and there's a hyperlink there to a Dropbox site where you can download an SWU file. which you would normally associate with a firmware update of the controller, but in this case it's purely a piece of script. So let me show you what that contains. Here it is, CM container check SWU. Okay, and I've got it in my downloads folder. So you need to download it from Dropbox, put it somewhere on your PC. Okay, so then you can go back to your controller and you have to go to software and updates, update and install, and then you can either drag the file in from that path. So I could try that. Let's shrink that down a bit. And then grab it and drag it into here. And if you notice, it's processing it, and it does take a minute to do. So this is a little bit of a palaver, to be perfectly honest, but it's not a Weidmuller issue. It's just how Codesys handles the soft containers. It really does not make it clear which container you need to put the license in. And it is critical you put it in the right license, otherwise it won't be detected. And as I said, it's a bit of a palaver to remove it from the wrong container to put it into the correct one. So let's just let that run. So it appears to have done. If I go to messages, you've got this file here. So this is basically the result of it running the script within that SWU file. You don't need to be concerned with what's in there, you just need to drag it in here and let it run. Okay, so if you scroll down here, you'll notice some containers. So it's saying list existing soft container. Okay, so it's found this container with that serial number, this container, and this container. So if I look down here, I need to look for the one that says Codesys. So looking at that, looks like I need this one, 985. So I need to make a mental note or write that down somewhere. Okay, so you've made a note of the 985. So then you switch back to the web server of the controller. Sorry, you shut down this window and go get rid of the update part of the path. And then go into Codesys. And we're looking for 985 is the correct container. Yep, so I click on there and then I have to install the licenses. So obviously you must have ordered your license for Codesys runtime and you'll have received that in the form of an email. So I'll show you my email. Okay, so that's not my email, it's from the Codesys store, because bottom line is the license is purchased from Codesys, whether you buy it indirectly through Weidmuller or Codesys directly. The email reply will come from sales@codesys.com. And here's some information here, and it says it's a Codesys control standard S, and there's the ticket number. And you also get this text attachment. I don't really know why, but if you open it, it's literally just the same information. It's the ticket number. So copy that, Control C, minimize your email again, you don't need to look at that. Go into your Codesys, pick the right soft container, install license, activate license, next, copy and paste the ticket ID. Okay, and as you can see, it's now it's going to look for the license server, which is on Codesys.com website. So this is where you need the public internet. And then in here, I need to pick the 985 again and go next. And then it says, because the way Codesys actually handle their licenses, they're sort of bundled. So you've got the Codesys Control S, which basically is defined by the amount of I/O on your project. You've got the Codesys Communications, which you need for any form of communications. And then you've got a visualization small. So in other words, if you wanted to create a basic visualization, you can do that within Codesys itself. I will be doing videos on that at another point in time, but we just want to install those licenses. So I'm going to click all of them and go next. and let's wait and see what happens. And there you go, the license activation has been completed successfully. Finish. Let's do a refresh container licenses to see what happens. There it is. It took quite a while to populate. It took a good minute or two. So soft container 1, serial number blah blah 985. You've got your Codesys control standard, which relates to code size and I/O channels. I've obviously clicked that and closed it. Let me reopen it. License manager, device, soft container. Pick it by name again, log in again, give it another 30 seconds. Okay, so in my case, I've already installed my Procon web license, so that one's in soft container 0. So you probably won't see that, but don't worry about it. If you've not installed it, you won't see it. Soft container 2 and 3 are empty, and soft container 1 is what we've just added. So we've got Codesys control standard, and you can get a little bit more information about it here. Code size, I/O channels, data sources, and I've got I can have CAN open Modbus, Profibus, and CAN J1939, and then I can also have more field bus comms, EtherCAT, Ethernet IP, Profinet, and dynamic code C. Okay, so basically my licenses are there now, and they've all got green ticks against them, so they're all good and everything's happy. So we can now close that, and that's it. The license is on there now. So just to recap the prerequisites before you try and install the license, obviously you've got to purchase the license. You'll receive an email from codesys.com store with the license ticket code, so you need that. You also need to go into the description at the bottom of this YouTube video and go to my Dropbox link, which will give you the SWU file, which has a little bit of script in there which will run and identify which soft container you need to install the Codesys runtime license. And obviously you need a copper connection, Ethernet cable to the M3000 or other controller you may be using, and you also need a Wi-Fi connection to the public internet to connect to the Codesys store to allow the license to be installed. Okay, it was a bit longer than I was hoping, but hopefully you get the idea, and good luck with installing your license, and see you again in the next video. And please like and subscribe and follow for new videos. Thanks for your time. Bye for now.